Hi everyone. So I wanted to do a quick series about building a quick and easy layout using Bachmann's EZ Track. I've built a layout with this before. It's fairly inexpensive, it goes quickly, and you can have trains up and running in a matter of a day or two, honestly. And when you ballast it and paint it, it comes out really good. So whether you're a beginner or you're just building a small layout for fun, I think this is a good way to go, especially if you want something pretty quick. So in part one, we're gonna put down the track and paint it and ballast it, as well as get the base ready for our roads. I'm actually building a photo module, but all the tips that I'm going to be demonstrating will be great for building your own layout. So I hope you enjoy. Alright, so the first step that we're doing, I've already painted the track with a flat brown paint that you can see, which covered the EZ Track entirely, and I've cleaned it with this masonite stick or bright boy or any kind of coarse block that you use to clean your track. The module is going to be on foam core, which actually this is the recycled N-scale layout that I used to have, and the track is nailed down, not glued down. The glue from the ballast will ultimately hold it in place, but otherwise this is a first step that you want to do in building your basic railroad. My second step in this is going to be to place my roads. Now, I use balsa wood. I live in Las Vegas, pretty dry climate. This stuff's not going to work. If you live anywhere with a more humid climate, you probably want to go the plaster route with the Woodland Scenics products, or maybe you could even use sheet plastic. But for me, this works good. I'm just going to nail it down, and we'll do a grade crossing with plaster. Or maybe some Woodland Scenics part. I really haven't made up my mind on that yet, but this is going to be the next step. It paints well, it has a good texture after it's painted with acrylics, and it's easily cut to shape in any form that you want. And you'll see later that I will also cut out the lots for the stores that are going to be in the little town that I'm building. Okay, you can see I just used track nails or tiny tacks, whichever might be available to you, to nail down the balsa wood, and I put glue on the bottom of it so it stays pretty secure, and I made sure that I did all the edges and the middle so it doesn't warp up while it's wet with the glue. Before I start ballasting, I wanted to make a quick note to make sure that you cover the points of the switch while you're ballasting, and I also added these extended ties where the switch stand will be. Obviously, you want to protect where the plastic piece is that throws the switch. That still works just fine. And then we'll ballast over everything but the points and the control there. Ballasting this stuff is super easy and it comes out really nice. You would never know this is EZ Track except for the few random bits and parts that are mechanical. I'm using a blend of the Woodland Scenics medium gray blend and fine gray, and the reason I use the fine gray in there is because it gets down in the ties a little bit better. I took a large brush and spread it out, and then also used my hands to kind of get it off the ties and work it up to the edge of the track, and then I will be spraying it in just a spray bottle with alcohol and water, about 1 to 4 parts alcohol to water, and then white glue with a little drop of either soap detergent or alcohol. In this case I put alcohol because it's what I had on hand. About 1 part glue to 2 parts of water, and then I'll let it dry overnight. Like you can see there, though, it comes out pretty good. The last thing I've done is take some turf, fine grain turf, and kind of blend in the edges of the ballast. You can see I completely avoided the switch point, the throwing mechanism, but I blended in the edges of the ballast a little more heavily on the siding. And I will leave everything to dry for tonight. But this will help to blend it into the final scenery once it's ready. So as you can see, I think this is a really easy way to go if you're building a small layout or a photo module like I'm doing, or any such thing. This is going to be a great photo module for me to display some of my work on while the layout is under construction, and since it'll be a while before that gets started, I really wanted something to display on, and this is a really easy way to go. And like I said, I've built a layout with this before. There's plenty of 4x8, 5x9, 5x10 plans out there that you can get together really quickly and easily using this EZ Track. Like you saw in the videos there, it does come out nicely. I'll go back tomorrow after everything's dry and get a little touch-ups done, and then we'll move on to part 2. See you then.